You mentioned how technology is destroying the market system as well. How? Because it seems to me like technological innovation is constantly creating new markets.
That seems to be what's happening. The defense, the Luddite fantasy defense, is that we displace labor in proportion to creating new jobs. This is absolutely absurd. In 1929, they actually wanted to put a halt during the Great Depression. They wanted to halt, this is in Congress, halt technological development because they were so terrified and were so shocked by what was happening by the early stages of mechanization back then. They literally tried to pass a law that said no one can apply or create any more technology that relates to labor. You can imagine that.
Sorry.
Now, if that isn't a telltale sign of what was in store. Now, there has been dramatic improvement in the goods and services, which is based on technology, not capitalism. If I hear one more person say to me that, oh, capitalism created your smartphone, or capitalism did all, no, capitalism is a delivery system and a financing system of its own creation, and there's no other alternative to using this system in the world today. It's only technology and technological innovation that has created these things. Capitalism is just along for the ride at this point. So that out of the way, technological unemployment is the core driver of all unemployment in the world if you take a system perspective. Forget policies of government and all this stuff that seems to come into play, or monetary policy and injections to give big business more money so they can hire more people. All of that is completely superficial in that, again, that categorical, narrow thought. It's actually the movement of technology, the development, I should say, of technology throughout time that has changed everything, that has moved every single labor role. And the big thing now is that technological development is exponentially increasing faster than the human mind can redevelop to gain new occupations. And then the big question becomes, why do we need new occupations? Why can't we reach a point, which we already really have, where we have such an incredible range of activity within what we've developed, and progress itself becomes actually enduring what we've already generated in living life, as opposed to this neurotic need for so-called progress, which I could talk about the neuroses of that word at great length as well. Punchline being is that this exponential increase in technology will create more cost efficiency for corporations. It will become cheaper to automate over time, and they will, one way or another, because of the basic ethic of profit-seeking corporations, displace human labor over and over again. What does that do? That removes purchasing power from the society, and that entire cyclical system was going to slow down on its own accord. It's called the contradiction of capitalism. It's one of the strongest, and it's going to happen, and you're going to see a lot of loss of growth over the course of time, inevitably because of these conflicting incentive structures.